What a difference a day makes, huh? Rose bushes are looking good. Moonflowers are fixing to open. I tried to do this earlier today, but the sun was too bright and it glared everything, so you couldn't see anything in the video. And we'll be picking that pretty soon. And those too. And a melon down there. I found one over here that I walked over. One right there, and another one right here. And there's probably more up in there that I can't see. And I got peppers. Those are hot peppers. My okra plant's looking real good. Look how big that is. It's going to be putting out some okra pretty soon. Or more, because I've already harvested a bunch. Still haven't seen a cucumber, but I guess they're gonna just kind of slip up on me. When I'm least likely expecting it, I'll come out here and I'll see cucumbers. Roses are starting to look really good. Big rose bush. Look there, it's already made it to the gas tank. Haven't seen any melons on this side yet. Little thing is liking his little hammock or sling or whatever you want to call it. That one looks like it's not going to make it. But I'm going to have to pick those pretty soon. They're getting pretty big. Pepper plants are pretty big. Got tons of peppers. Look at there at those peppers. Those are all bell peppers on this one. Just trying to give you a little update. And on this little one here, look at there. It reminds me of that, what was it? The little engine that could. Well, this is the little plant that could, I guess. And That one's coming on right along down in there. And that one in there, I guess I really need to put it up on a little sling or some kind of support. Haven't seen any out in there, but I haven't really took the time to dig through all of it to see, but I bet there is some in there somewhere. I just haven't seen them. And I'm sure I'll have them up here too. That crepe myrtle is looking real good since we had all that rain. I'm still watching for my lettuce to come up, but it's not come up. The kale, some of that's come up. I've got a stray tomato plant that's came up. I've got three tomato, look at there. 3 tomato plants that came up in there, and I didn't plant tomato plants in there. So they come up in the compost. And this is the radish. Yellow squash. And the salad mix right there, it's doing good. And these zucchini plants are doing real good. And look at there. Like I said, now I got three tomato plants come up in there from the compost. I don't know if they'll do anything as late in the season it is. If they were full grown, they might, but since they're not, I don't have hopes for them too much. Rose bush there. The pepper plant and the eggplant's getting pretty good size there. May put out something pretty soon. And I'm going to have to start picking these pretty soon. Especially these down in here. And that one over there. Look there. It's pretty good size eggplant. Got them hanging there. And up there. And over there. The leaf is in front of it. But everything is looking good. All my pepper plants are blooming, or either they've got peppers. The tomatoes aren't looking so good. I don't know if they're gonna put out much. Here, I had picked those peppers on this plant earlier. I had a yellow one and a gold colored one. And then now that's a green one. Now this here, it's doing real good. I mean, look at all those tomatoes. I'm going to be picking me some tomatoes tomorrow off of this. There's a whole clump right there. Like I said, tomatoes, I don't know. Especially the great big slicing tomatoes, and all those plants died because it got way too hot on them. But just wanted to give you an update on the rest of this stuff. I mean, those other tomato bushes may have something on them before it's over with. Look at that. And there's a hot pepper. That's either a jalapeno or habanero or one of those. I don't know which. I planted so many different kinds, I don't know. Looking up in here to see if I could find any more melons growing. Got tons of blooms. But like I said, I found the ones that I did find, and I'm still keeping an eye on those two. I really need to put a support of some kind under them. Those pepper plants have got blooms, but I don't see peppers yet. And I went ahead and picked that one big cucumber that was there. I tried to make a video earlier when I did pick it, and the sun was just too bright on everything else. I'm going to leave that one there for another day or so and then pick it. But pepper's there. That's a bell pepper. I can tell by the shape. And I think this is bell peppers. I'm not sure. But there's a melon. It's kind of wonky looking, but it's a melon. And then that one there. So, if I can just keep them away from the animals that want to get them, I will have at least a couple of melons. Isn't that pretty? I love the colors on that. My flowers and my vegetable plants are looking so much better now than they did. But I got those. I got to pretty soon cut some of this eggplant. Got another little one right there. Goodness, I hear those crickets. They are loud. But I think I pretty much showed you everything today. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the progress of everything. Got plenty of blooms in here. And I do see the start of a pepper right there. So, I will have peppers on that too before much longer. Well, there's peppers on it now. I mean, big enough to do something with. And those little pepper plants that I put down in the cinder block holes, just about every one of them's got blooms on them, so they're going to be putting out some peppers. Doesn't matter how small they are. They're still going to be doing some stuff. And those two, look at the flowers on them. I haven't seen an eggplant on this one yet. Of course, I haven't seen a bloom on it yet either, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. There's a tomatillo started on this side. So maybe I will get some mature tomatillos. And there's one back there too. So we'll see. When they mature, we'll see what they are. If they're tomatillos or ground cherries or what they are. But my ground cherries grew in a vine. This is not a vine, this is a bush. There's one right there. So we'll have to see what happens with it. And my poor moringa, look at that. I mean, that's over my head already. I mean, you can't see it, but it is up past my head. And my plants that we put in the tote, you know, my Brussels sprouts and my 2 pepper plants that I put in the grow bag that I showed you how to make. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on everything and see what happens with it. I mean, look at that moringa tree. I mean, it's already like 3 foot tall from right where the pepper plant ends. And then the moringa goes up from there, look. Right on up to there is the top of it. So. Anyway, this is Linda. And I'm going to be signing off. Please like and share my videos. And subscribe to my videos. Well, I decided to get out here this morning and check my vines and see if I could find any more melons or watermelon, and I certainly did. There's one right down in there. Don't know if you can see that. Right there. I didn't see it yesterday. And there was one down on the ground. See if I can find it. There's one there started. Right there. There's another one over here too. Oh, there it is. It's hanging right there. I don't know if I'm showing you that or not. But that's 2 or 3 more than I saw yesterday. And right down in there, there's a big one. Now these are melons. I don't think they're watermelons. They're the other type of like a cantaloupe melon. There should be some over. Yep, there's a great old big one right there. I don't know how I missed that. Look at that. I mean, that's a pretty good size one right there. I'll bet that's probably one of the first ones that come on the bush. Now there's one down in there. And I got a watermelon vine coming out here with these other melons. So I'm liable to have watermelons out here too. But like I said, I can't get over in there. I'm afraid I'm going to step on the vine and break it. There's some started right there. The little one. And I can't get over in there. But you can see the vine is, the watermelon vine is growing up the shed. There's plenty of blooms on this watermelon vine. Just like the cucumber here, but so far I've not seen a cucumber on this vine. I don't know what the deal is. My Asian cucumber started producing the beginning of the summer, and then it got too hot on them. And that there's one little sprig of the Asian vine still growing, but I don't know if it'll do anything. But I found some big ones out here that I didn't see before. Back here on this other side. There's one right there. Then there's a little one started right next to it. There was a big one up in here. Right there. And that's behind the planter. And there's probably another 1 or 2 in here somewhere. But it just goes to show you, they hide from you. And then when you least expect it, you'll see them. But I wanted to get that on video. And there's one right there. See, I walked right by that while ago and didn't see it. Out there in the grass. So they're there. I don't know if I'll get watermelons off of this vine, but I sure got melons. And that's about ready to pick right there. That big one on the bottom. Some of them didn't make it. They didn't get enough water, I guess. Like that one right there. Get it off. So it don't draw water from the rest of the plants. I mean, from the rest of the squash. I'll put that in the compost bucket later. But I wanted to add this to the other video. So you can see I do have melons. They're popping up everywhere. And when I least expect it, I'm going to come out here one day and I'm going to see watermelon on these vines right here. Because I know there's probably one or two in there anyway. And I just don't see them. And I'm afraid to get in here and step too much because I don't want to break the plants. So we'll take that one off. It's not going to make it. And that one's not going to make it. It's already yellow. Pull them off so it don't draw anything else from the ones that do make it. But I am going to go add this to the other video before I post it, so you can see there were watermelons or melons hiding from me that I didn't see. So everybody needs to grow something. Grow a tomato plant, watermelon plant, anything. Just grow something. Grow flowers. It's a lot of satisfaction out of putting a seed in the ground or in a pot and watching it grow and produce anything. I mean, it's very therapeutic. I know some people say that it saved their lives by starting a garden. So, because they'd get out and work in their garden and they'd concentrate on what they're doing in the garden. They'd relax and forget about what they were worried about. So, gardens are helpful not only to produce food, but for peace of mind. So y'all have a blessed day.